Welcome to a weekly power session. Today, I'm delighted to introduce to you Helen Packham, who is a transformational life and business coach, helping mums to build online businesses around their families. Helen enables clients to build the right mindset and implement flexible systems into their businesses. So today, Helen's going to be focusing on 6 ways to find more energy and time. And I know, Helen, I need it.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me in this wonderful power session.
Oh, it's great to be speaking to someone across the globe. I think it's your summer, our winter.
Yes, although a little bit rainy today, yes.
Oh, okay. So if you'd like to get started today with the 6 wonderful steps I'm waiting for.
Cool. Okay. So I think, for many people, having the time and energy to do everything that we want to in life is always a bit of a squeeze. Life is full of many responsibilities and many fun-packed activities. But yet I think as mums, and particularly mum business owners, it's even more of a squeeze. And I think, thinking about having time also goes hand in hand with having energy. And my background is in corporate executive coaching, and I've done a lot of work with leaders in the corporate world on energy management. And I found that when I launched this business, it really transferred over to helping mums. And so I do a lot of work with energy as well as time, and that's what I'm going to be talking to you about today. So the first thing I think to think about when you are trying to tap more energy and time into your life and business is, first of all, think about your relationship with time and how you feel about time. Because a lot of people use time actually as an excuse. And it's more of a symptom rather than the cause. So I don't know if you find yourself sort of saying sometimes, oh, I just don't have the time for that. I can't even think about that at the moment, haven't got the time. And usually if we dig a little deeper, we find that there's a different cause beneath that symptom, beneath that excuse. Now, I'm not saying that that's all the time, but the next time you feel yourself saying that, go a little deeper and see what's underneath that. Might it be that you don't have the confidence? Might it be that you're concerned about what people might think about you if you did that thing that you're putting off? And this can be, this can translate to lots of things in our business, and it's usually around, taking that next step, doing the thing you're a little bit scared of, doing the thing that you're unconfident about, you're worried about the reaction that you might get, that you don't necessarily have the tools or skills to be able to do that thing. Mm-hmm. So it always comes down to one of 5 causes, and that's another session altogether. But when you find yourself saying that next, always dig a little deeper and see what's really going on. Because what we really want to do is have a mindset of abundant time. When we have a mindset of abundant time, we can literally do anything that we want. We will make the time for it. Like when you finally get it in your head that exercise is a good thing, and you make the time in your week for exercise. This is something that I've recently done. It happens because you're motivated to do it and you don't have a blocker in your way. So I guess that's the first thing, is having a mindset of abundant time is really key, because it means that you're opening up time for things. But it's good to look at the causes. The next thing is to get time smart. And this is really taking a look at your week and getting really, really clear on what that looks like for you. And of course, it's going to look different to every single mum, Yeah. So, what I do is I set what I've called a mum boss schedule. And this is not a rigid day-by-day account of how to run my life and look after my children. But it does give a framework and a structure for my week. And the first thing I do is I set in my non-negotiables. And the non-negotiables may look the same. So it's things like, nursery drop-offs and, school pickups and all of the things that, and family time and all of those things that just cannot move no matter what. They are not budging. So I always recommend getting those in and working out what that looks like in your week. Then the next important thing to do is make sure that you're making time for bliss time. Now, as entrepreneurs, we go and we go and we push and we push and we push. We're so driven to do this thing that we kind of forget about ourselves, and we kind of get overwhelmed and we get a little burnt out. So if you're scheduling in bliss time, you are going to be making more time for other things. And bliss time is those activities that nourish you, those activities that replenish you, that make you feel good. And that can be, taking a break and going outside and having a cup of tea in your garden, or, going for a walk in the fresh air, or, mine was, I've moved now, but it was walking to nursery and having that headspace in the morning to just really think, walking to nursery. So that was bliss time for me. And at night I have bliss time and I read and I kind of reflect on my day. And if you're getting those things into your schedule, you are going to be freeing up more time because you're going to be feeling more energized rather than just plowing through, working like a dog, and not having any kind of breaks in your day.
Yeah.
So the other thing I'd say about that is flexibility is absolutely key. I'm sure you can relate, Claire,
Yeah.
we cannot be rigid. We can't have a rigid schedule because we have kids. And, something can swoop in and take priority over absolutely everything. So as much as you've got your framework, the rest of it needs to have some fluidity. And I will say that within that, blocking tasks is a good thing, so that you close down everything else and that you have less chance of brain scatter. But understanding and giving in and surrendering to the fact that something's going to come in and take priority. Okay. It's okay. And it might mean that you have to do whatever you were planning on doing at a different time, but that's okay, because surrendering to that and accepting that is going to mean that you're more likely to keep going and achieving the things that you want to. And the third point is getting onto Einstein time. And Einstein time is a concept that was, developed by Gay Hendricks in the book The Big Leap. And I really recommend reading that book if you haven't done so already. And Einstein time is again, it's a kind of view on time, in that when we are on Einstein time, we are twice as productive and twice as efficient. Whereas when we are not on Einstein time, sometimes things can feel like they're going very slowly and we're not as productive as we want to be. So we want to get on Einstein time. And it comes from the saying that Einstein said about spending an hour with a lover feels like a minute, and putting a hand on a hot stove feels like an hour. So it's kind of taking that concept and putting that into your work. And the best way that you can do that is focus on your strengths. Focus on the things that you are really, really good at, the things that give you energy. Because when we're focusing on our strengths, we are in the zone, we are in flow, and we are really productive and we're really efficient. Time flies, doesn't it? It goes so quick. And we're like, whoa, time's gone so, and I've churned a load of stuff out today, and I've been on fire. Now that is Einstein time. So it's really important to think about the tasks that you do that make you feel like you're wading through treacle, and the tasks that you do that really make you light up and feel like you're buzzing and you're getting loads of stuff done. So for me, technical stuff is my wading through treacle. I am not on Einstein time when I am doing techie stuff. So I now outsource all of that sort of thing. So I can free up that time to get on Einstein time. And then when I'm coaching people, when I'm helping them, when I'm empowering them, when I'm making a difference, when I'm seeing transformation, that's when I'm on Einstein time.
Yeah.
So think about your strengths and the things that really make you buzz, and you will get on Einstein time. Can you relate to that, Claire?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I know for a fact I'm a people person, and I should spend most of my time with people, in front of people. So when I have to do, like, someone says, can you look at the code on your website? I'll do it. You know, as an entrepreneur, you got to do it. You know, you just got to do it. But really, am I passionate about it? Probably no, not. But my son has Einstein time. He's 22 months. He has Einstein time 30 minutes a day, but it's called Baby Einstein.
Oh, yes.
Yes. It's amazing. So he actually has Einstein time every single day.
My son loves Einstein time, especially the music festival.
Oh, yeah.
He loves that one.
But no, I totally agree with you. You know, focus on your strengths, what you're passionate about. You'll be a lot happier. You'll go a lot further. Your business will flourish, and everything else you can either sort out, outsource, or you will need to do it. Just make sure you don't procrastinate too much, because it will become a bigger issue than what it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think that's another little point, is eating the frog. Eating the frog to, you know, the beginning of your day is a really good way of freeing up time. Yeah. So eating that frog, that thing that you don't like, that task that you don't want to do it first.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I used to get a roast dinner and eat all the meat first, and then I'd be left with the vegetables, and I didn't like that. So I started eating the vegetables first, and then I had the meat to look forward to.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah, and it's much nicer to have a day where you've got all the things that you're not that interested out the way, and then you've got the whole day of the fun things. You know, it's a lot more motivational and inspirational, and you'll be more productive.
Yeah. So eat that frog, and then the next point is looking at your energy sources. So, as much as I've explained that I set a schedule, a framework, I also manage my day via my energy. So again, being a mum, I can't stick to a day planner, because looking at kind of units of time in that way just doesn't work for me, because things change so much. And so I look at my day in terms of my energy, and I put together an energy planner to help with this. And basically it's a one-pager that helps you to focus on what is going to give you energy today, what is going to deplete you, and how you can manage your day according to that. And by doing that, you look at your energy sources, and there are 4 different sources of energy. There's your physical, your emotional, your mental, and your spiritual. So your physical is things like the food that you're putting in your body, the sleep that you're getting, those kind of fundamentals that we all need. The bliss time, which I think is important as well. So bliss time can incorporate, eating and sleeping. Then you've got your emotional energy sources. Now, this can be external in terms of who you might be spending time with that might deplete or fill you up. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But also it's how you are processing your emotions, whether you need an outlet, in some way to manage that, so that you can lift yourself up again. The mental energy is a really key one for us mumpreneurs, and that is avoiding the scatter. So if we are focused on one task at a time, we are much more likely to be more efficient. So that means closing down everything else, trying to avoid distractions, and getting that task done. If we have Facebook open, Instagram, we have our emails, we have the task itself, we have all sorts of other things going on, we are less likely to be productive to focus on that task. So mental energy is a great source of energy, and it's one to really look at. Mm-hmm. And then spiritual energy is all about your passion and your purpose. It's all about giving back. It's all about giving value. And really, if you're an entrepreneur, you are probably aligned with this. You really are aligned with this, and this fuels you all the time. So make sure that you're checking in and make sure that you're aligned with your true passion and purpose. So those are the 4 dimensions of energy to look at.
Okay.
If you want more information on that, I recommend looking at the Energy Project, because I'm a coach for the Energy Project, and they break it down.
Fantastic.
So 2 more to go. So the next one is your fillers and drillers. So the fillers are, as I've mentioned, the things that fill you up, the things or people that fill you up, and the drillers are the things or people that sap you. So really important to think day to day, what are the tasks that are going to fuel me, and what are the tasks that are going to deplete me, and how can I manage my day around that? What frog can I eat in the morning that's going to mean I'm doing a task? Maybe when I've got more energy in the morning, I'm going to do a task that's not energy giving. And then at certain points of the day, I will pick a task that really buzzes me up and fuels me, so that I can manage my day according to that. Really key. And you can do that day by day. I really recommend throwing in a bit of mindset practice with that. It's always good to reflect on your successes at the end of a day, and also to think about what you're grateful for, and think about what's needed for the next day. And that can really help with this as well. Just spend a few moments of reflection really, really helps. And then the final thing is the people. So thinking about your energy fairy godmothers or your energy dementors. Now, whether we like it or not, we do have energy dementors in our lives. Sometimes we have a choice as to whether we spend time with those people or not, and sometimes we don't, And so it's about thinking about whether you're, in the online community, not just the tasks, but the people. Who are those people? Who are those energy fairy godmothers that absolutely inspire you, fill you with energy, and keep you going and motivated? Think about who those people are, and I would say approach them and tell them that they are an energy godmother to you. And how can you spend more time with them to really keep your vibration high, really keep your energy flowing, so that you're being productive and you're getting things done? And then think about those people that feel like they do drain energy from you. They lower your vibration. Think about what you can do to manage that. Say if you're feeling low on energy one day, you may not want to see a person that's going to drain your energy for that particular day, because you need to protect your energy. So have a think about those sorts of people and manage that in your day-to-day.
That's fantastic. That's brilliant. Yeah, I think when it comes to energy sappers, what you call drillers, I tend to, and I have done so for a long time, I tend to do kind of like an elimination, where people that I don't have to have in my business or in my life, I'm quite, it's just, I just don't associate, or I'm quite upfront and honest with that, this relationship's just not working, or, whatever it may be, because I also find that trying to manage a situation that's just never going to be managed, and you totally didn't, and they just deplete you of your passion and your purpose and everything. It's just time to cut those ties. And sometimes it's hard, but I know it's for the best, and it's just so worth it when you're focused on helping people and supporting people, and someone else is trying to get in the way. And you won't believe how many times it comes up.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, but I think you have to protect your energy. Because otherwise it's going to stand in the way of what you want to achieve.
Yeah, so. Fantastic. So that was absolutely brilliant, Helen. So a lot around energy and a lot around time, and I think it doesn't matter if you think you can handle everything, and you're the CEO of a company. At some point in a day, in a week, in a month, our life, we come to that crossroads as a mum entrepreneur, where we have that, like I said, that ebb and flow around energy, around time. Not everyone's got it perfect, and I can tell you that. I work with a lot of executives, they do not have it perfect, and everyone's just got to be conscious about, where they are right now and how do they get out of that situation, to find that solution, or whether it's, like you said, channeling that positive energy, or, getting rid of that driller, or trying to manage that more efficiently. So that's fantastic. Thank you very much.
No problem.
So more information around Helen as an energy project coach. I'll be sending through all the links to everyone. So that'll be fantastic. And you'll all see Helen in the community, which is great. So you can ask any questions that you may have. Brilliant. So thanks very much for being on the show today.
Thank you so much, Claire. Thank you.
Cheers.